It takes a while though. Chapter 4, Part 3. Grisale style. I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, 20. 5 more days before the big event. The big explosion. I guess 6. The next day. Okay, you're a bit loud. So, put you down a bit. Thanks to Kyrie's inability to keep secrets, word of our relationship spread like wildfire. Alright, I forgot to talk about how Kyrie and Shu actually started dating. They actually confessed to each other. You know, it's just a little thing. You know, the route definitely wasn't building up to this climactic moment of them actually confessing to each other, right? It's all about Kyrie's hole that leads into the sewer system, and not the ones on her body. What? Is that clippable? Don't clip that. Oh, listen, just because you technically have a route doesn't mean you have any hate scenes with them. I'm still here. Don't worry, Sakuya, we'll get to you eventually. Kyrie seems much higher energy than usual. Or maybe she's just the same as always. Honestly, it's kind of a relief in a way. Title updated. Entering Kyrie's actual hole, hopefully. Yep. You forgot to add the Discord part. Exclamation mark Discord. You know... While the status of our relationship is no longer in question, a question mark, there's still a lot we have to do. That too. More importantly, there's an impending and very dire situation that if not dealt with properly, could lead to the end of our relationship. Better? Yeah, better. There's that underground passage as well. Kyrie, hypothetically speaking, would you elope with me? And this time it's serious. Kyrie's eyes widen in surprise at my surprisingly outlandish question. If our relationship is going to last that long, then we have to elope. Or something like it. At least. I briefly explain everything that's going to happen on Christmas. Thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch. I know how it sounds, but it's the truth. Her bewilderment is natural enough, but she would have come to the wrong conclusion otherwise. If we can't get away, it's game over. I decided to leave out the time travel part, as it sounds too close to the premise of her movie, and she might think I'm making it all up.
クリスマスの夜10時くらいがやべえのか？
The sixth sounding of the trumpet is like a warning. Then it all starts with the seventh.
高野菜めちゃくちゃじゃねえか。私、映画はちゃんと発表したいんだけど。
Everything will be fine during the culture festival, but afterward, mass pandemonium and chaos.
爆弾ってのも？
Bigger than you can imagine. I try to keep my voice calm and collected in order to impart the gravity of the situation. Although I still have no idea if she believes me or not.
せっかくのクリスマスだってのに物騒だな。
I was supposed to keep my eye on Kyrie during this timeline, assuming she's involved somehow. However, it's now obvious to me that she's got nothing to do with it. I know this is a lot.
急すぎだな。まあでも出てくってのはいいぜ。
She readily agrees with my plan, although to be fair, she's been planning to do so from the start. Really?
別によ、その事件が終わったら帰ってくりゃいいんだろ？
It's true. She said as much before, but unlike the rest of the folks here, Kyrie doesn't view the Aurora as an absolute barrier. I might have something to do with that, but it's definitely an unusual perspective here.
その代わり、何も起きなかったらぶっ飛ばすからな。
I'll gladly accept whatever punishment you dole out. Yeah, he's a bit of a masochist when it comes to Kyrie. Even if we can't get out of town, at least we'll be inside the odd sewer system, distancing us from the chaos in town. $12.21. It's getting close. Getting close to the end.
つうわけで、今日はラストシーンの撮影だ。この前のがラストじゃなかったんだ。まだ青年衆には解決すべき問題が残ってるからな。ラストの主役はシュウとユネだ。
Don't tell me.
そうだ。だけどシュウはまだ自分が悪魔と契約したことに気づいてね。
God damn it. Is that bad?
当たり前だろ。悪魔の奇跡なんだから何のリスクも背負わない方がおかしい。
まあ確かに何らかの代償があった方が説得力はあるね。
The price he has to pay is that while he's able to confess to Kotaha, he'll be impotent the rest of his life. Hey, that's me. Remember the days when you went to school and people would yell 21? I never understood it. IDK, why I remembered that. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid.
あ、そっか。シュウは私と契約したんだから。
I can't believe Dexter lived under a rock so much that he doesn't know what Vine is. That's a bit annoying. Man, fuck you. 21.
悪魔に奇跡を授かったシュウはその引き換えになるものを求められる。
That is quite the build-up. The fact that the story bears such an eerie resemblance to my actual situation fills me with dread. Although it's amusing to picture Yune as a demon. I can't wait to tell the original Yune all about this when I see her again. The original Yune, who keeps sending me back in time only exists in that pocket of reality separate from this one. If I'm finally able to keep catastrophe from striking, then will that Yune live on from where this one left off? That sounds about right. I wouldn't be able to share this funny moment with her if that happened, though.
じゃあ流れを説明すんぞ。って感じだ。OK？
了解。
聞けば聞くほど私って重要な役目だよね。
Time to wake up. Okay. Have a good night, Next. I mean, starving. As an actor and the narrator, you're an integral part to this production. The film ends with a final confrontation between myself and Yune, the demon, who I ultimately defeat with the power of Kotaha's love. Okay. The power of friendship. This scene marks the very end of Amazing Grace, the movie.
今日が終わったら無事クランクアップってことで。
I feel like we spent forever making it. Not only was I in pretty much every scene, but so much else has happened this time around.
じゃあ行くぜ。最後の大詰め。いいシーンにしてくれよな。
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. With that, we began filming the final scene. The final day of shooting, when we say goodbye to the characters we've been portraying for weeks. Everyone's reminiscing on their experience and putting their emotions into the performance. I might be a lowly amateur, but I felt the joy that comes with creating something intangible, playing the part of a stranger in order to tell a story to an unknown audience. But at least I'm better than Yune. Ando, do you want to be my chatbot? Fuck off. No. I do not want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, even in chatbot form. We hear the final cut of the production.
チルだ。これにて撮影終了。やったー。見たか、私の名演技。
すごく良かったよ、ユネ。
How come the final explosion wasn't in the chapel?
あそこでやったらさすがにしばかれる。
Yeah, you could say that. She's got a point.
いやー、みんなのおかげでいい映像が撮れた。もう私から言うことは何もね。
Director Kyrie seems happy with the results. A film isn't a physical object like a painting, and yet I can't help but feel a huge sense of accomplishment after putting my all into helping bring it into existence. What happens next? I guess the Culture Festival is only 4 days away. Then let's voice chat, or I can just chat with you like this, just make it more fun. Yikes.
あとは私の方で編集作業に入る。つっても今までの映像は部員のみんながもう繋いでくれてるけどな。
I don't want to make a chatbot of myself, okay? As the director, she has to run through the footage final time and splice it together.
あとユネはナレーションの後取りがあるからまだ残っててくれ。はーい。
上映が楽しみだね。
まだ気恥ずかしいけど今までに比べればマシかな。 あんま噛まなかったし。
What about us?
シューとことねえはもう完全にクランクアップだ。今まで時間経って悪かったな。
お疲れ、シュウくん。
Haha. For some reason, I feel kind of sad that it's over.
こら、イチャイチャするな。
Oh. I just wanted to chat.
シュウくんも大変だ。
Thus, we successfully finish shooting Amazing Grace, and that's when the game ends. All that's left is to wait for Kyrie to polish her film and post. With what editing software? Who knows? How will she be able to edit it? Who knows? Late that night, we slip out of the dorms at our usual time, head over to the so-called Tunnel of Babel, and slip into the underground sewers.
懐中電灯、
Check.
カメラ、
Check.
愛情。
Oh. Check.
オッケー、全部揃ってるな。
Damn. We entered Kyrie's holy hand pet. Shut up! I'm not Where the hell is my brain and how can I have it back? Yeah. Our objective is clear. This time is clear. We're going back to the secret room and finding out what the hell's inside. Partly out of curiosity, but it might make for a good safe room as well, in case of emergencies. Last time it had been too dark to see anything, so I made sure to bring plenty of flashlights. Camera is in case something happens, and we have to shoot and run.
いやー、しかしいよいよリンカパイセンに負けないくらいの不良になってきてんな、私ら。
I've long since stopped worrying about getting into trouble. Ando, I think you introduced me to something of my own undoing, namely chatbots. You know what? That's something I will agree with you on. I fucking ruined you. Even more than you've ruined yourself. Thanks to chatbots. If we don't come up with a plan to stop the impending apocalypse from happening and protect ourselves, then all our hard work will be for naught. That's the last thing I want. I will do whatever it takes to protect Kyrie. She means more to me than anything. Yune's prayer and Kyrie's love. I could never betray either of them.
だいぶ歩いたな。もうそろそろか。
There it is.
よしよし。じゃ、レコーダーをポチッとな。
Imagine it doesn't work because Sister Lily checked the logs. Kyrie replays her recording of Sister Lily's voice.
聖アレイヤ学院の敷地全域の地下にあるのが美術回廊です。
So this is your fault. Give me back my innocence. You didn't have innocence before you started using chatbots, alright? You just got more corrupt. This time, though. I knew it!
聞こえてない？
Kyrie pushes the play button again, although the result is the same.
あれ、おかしいな。前この声だったよな。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We replay the recording, holding the device as closest to the door as possible, but eventually we have to face facts that it's not working.
おい、どういうことだよ。反応しねえぞ。
Could they have changed the voice print? Still, it hadn't been that long since the last time we were here.
他にリリー先生の声はあったかな。
お肉の宝石箱ですわ
Ain't no way you got a recording of Sister Lily like that. It's not opening. More importantly, what was that all about?
やめろ、生ゴミの宝石箱め。
Oh,
あ、これは幼児だ。
what's with this collection of recordings?
これでもない。これでもない。これでもない。
I think she's using it for blackmail.
俺にとっての美学か。決まっている。それは
ここに声を吹き込むんですか？そう言われても何を喋れば。
その時に出会ったのがこの魔法生物チュバカブ。ダメだ、あかね。
Wait, I want to hear more about that last one. She was replaying her voice recordings seemingly at random. Of course, the door wasn't opening.
おい、どういうことだよ。誰の声使ってもあかねえぞ。
If the sister's voice doesn't work, then why would you think a student's voice will be any different? Because it would be different. Because I swear to God, if she uses Rinka's voice and it opens.
リリー先生以外の先生図は持ってねえんだよな。レコーダーの数も限界があるし。
Kyrie brought all 7 of her recorders, which I naively thought would be more than enough. More importantly, why did you record Yune and Sakuya's voices?
そりゃあ部屋に忍び込むため。
Oh, she's dangerous. I better keep a closer eye on her.
開けられそうにねえな。どうする？
It might be best to give up for now. There's no point in trying to force our way in. Okay, the only voices that she hasn't played are Shu's and Kotaha's. Shu obviously can't. His voice doesn't work. Kotaha's hasn't been recorded because, well, like she said, she only uses them to break into their rooms. But because Kotaha and Shu are on the same, the same kind of room, but only one floor above and one floor below, she doesn't need to. So, Rinka's voice or Kotaha's voice will work. That's my theory. Or they just need both fingerprint and voice recognition like the art gallery. But that's the difference, right? Because the art gallery recognized Sister Lily's voice, but it also needed the fingerprint. But in this case, the voice recognition didn't work on Sister Lily's voice. That's the thing. I don't know if I read that. It might be best to give up for now. There's no point in trying to force our way in. To be fair, our actual goal is to get past the Aurora. The path to which is in the opposite direction from this door, which only deepens the mystery behind this door. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is.
おや？なんだこれ。
Did you find something? They might have updated it to do both at the same time, you know, because this place is more important. Yeah, I guess.
なんかよくわかんねえけど、聖書みたいなんがいっぱいある。
But why does it sound like you're trying to throw me off, okay? Bibles? Why would there be a bunch of them?
全部聖書じゃねえかな、これ。棚いっぱいに敷き詰められて。
I want to know more about the machine I accidentally kicked and the collection of Bibles. Unfortunately, the answers lie behind a single locked door.
どうする？逆方向行くか？
It's pretty late. We should get back. Or there might be another entrance. Maybe. We decide to head back to the dorms and try again tomorrow. One, 222. Or I'm right, and that either Kortaha's voice or Rinka's voice works on the door, and you're just trying to throw me off from that by saying, what if you need both the fingerprint and voice recognition like the art gallery? Like we haven't already seen that the art gallery voice recognition worked, it just also needed, why would Kortaha's voice work? I mean, why would a student's voice work? Right? You could say the same about any of them. And the simplest reason is that they're working with Sister Lily. Right? I didn't read that. It's Saturday. All our classes leading up to Christmas and the Culture Festival are over, and there's a feeling of excitement in the air. Kyrie, who had climbed down her ladder to see me once it was dark out, immediately took out a flashy gadget before placing it on my desk. I've been watching her fuss with it for about an hour. Kyrie.
なんだ？
Is that what you use to edit your movies?
そうだそうだ。フィルム切り貼りしながら途中で再生することもできるんだぜ。
The device is oddly shaped, with a small screen that has two fan-like projections attached to it, kind of like a helicopter. I mean, yeah, it's used for editing film, right? As far as you know, only Sister Lily's voice works. I can understand Rinka as an exception. She is hand editing. Yeah, she is hand editing film, which, God, that's talent, all right? But here's the thing, right? Shu is like, surely a student's voice won't work, right? And then it's going to work unless it's Jack's voice or it's fucking Leela's voice that works. Imagine. Actually, I don't need to imagine. You probably know the answer. The black film sticking out gives it a retro feel that is the opposite of high tech. The way she's handling it gives off a similar vibe as well. I swear to God, we never see Leela's sprite. I mean, yeah. I swear to God, right? They go. Imagine they surely not, right? Because the next time she starts doing the thing, it's on Tuesday, right? So they go down on Tuesday with the radio, and they play Leela's voice through the radio, and it works. Nah. Surely it won't be like that. You're editing the film by literally cutting and pasting it together?
もちろん。この機械があるとやりやすいけど、最悪ハサミとテープだけあればできるぜ。
Apparently, this is a specialized device designed to make the entire editing process easier and more streamlined. It's quite a jump from how I pictured the process of editing film to look.
シュウもやってみるか？
No, it's fine. Working directly with the film is too stressful for me. She's physically editing her only copy, meaning there's no way to undo something if you mess up. It seems like something an amateur shouldn't mess with. I guess this is how they splice together different scenes around here when making a movie. course, there's no such thing as CG. No such thing as CG either. Just images and sound. But why do you know why do you know computer generated? All right? Why do you know computer generated images, right? Why do you know that exists? You should have amnesia. What would get them to try Lila's voice? I mean, that's the thing, right? Because why would they just so happen to bring down a radio on and they just so happen to try out different voices on Tuesday, right? At the same time that Lila's thing would start playing, right? Like, you know, what are the steps they have to go through to get to that point? TG, wait, what does that mean? Bro, I literally just said, how does he know what TG is? And now he's like, what does it mean? Fuck you. Fuck you, Shu. You should have amnesia. Well, that doesn't happen. Okay. I know it stands for something. I feel like it's right at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember.
どうした？腹減った？
He's coming. What? Yeah, that's what the C in CG stands for. Never mind. No, I wonder if my memories will ever come back.
確かにな。でもよ、それこそ外に出れば戻ってきたりしないかな。
This is our make or break moment.
ワンちゃん？犬？
I mean, we've got one shot. As usual, the idioms I take for granted fall on deaf ears here. It makes sense considering how different our respective cultures are, and yet it makes me wonder how anyone can understand me at all here. Maybe I'll finally find some answers outside the Aurora. I think as I gaze absent-mindedly out the window. Kyrie plays back her film as she continues editing it.
嫌です。きしょいです。あっち行ってください。というか、まずはその頭に乗せてる虫を取ってください。
待ってくれよ、さくやこちゃん。この虫はただの虫じゃなくて。
最高だな、ここのシーン。
I wish it would have and potentially have a reason to see Layla's sprite, but it didn't. Oh, okay. So it's either going to be Rinka or Kotaha or Jack, I guess. Those three have sprites, right? Sakuya and Yuji's scene. I appear at the small screen alongside Kyrie. For both of us, to watch the palm-sized screen requires a certain amount of physical closeness.
こことかも面白いかもな。義堂と店長の場外乱闘。
But they just don't get in at all. You know what? Correct. I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't get in. They just don't get to the control room again in Kyrie's route. You really filmed something like that? I didn't even realize Jack was in the movie. There were at least a couple of shots I wasn't involved with, and this must be one of them.
で、ここは最後の告白シーンだな。
It's kind of embarrassing watching myself. I watch as young Shu, played by me, confesses his love to Kotaha, played by Kotaha. A love confession after so many failed attempts. Things might have gone well with Kyrie, but it won't mean anything if I can't put a stop to the impending apocalypse. That'd be a real shame. It's a pretty odd state of mind to have this fantastical plot so closely mirror my own situation. Where's the rest of the text? Oh, okay, never mind. It's moving on to the next day. See, this is why Leela wouldn't work, because Christmas happens on a Tuesday, and guess what else happens on that Tuesday? Fucking the world ends. It's late Sunday afternoon. Some folks are taking it easy, while others are putting last-minute touches on their festival pieces. Meanwhile, and down we go.
ここ来んのも慣れたもんだな。
Imagine he falls, imagine how much mental instability he would have because Kyrie doesn't remember anything. Oof. It fails, I mean. You know... True. I can't deny that. Today's goal is obvious. To make sure this underground path actually provides a way out of town, past the Aurora. Why can't I pronounce it? Aurora.
んで、いつもはあっち行ってたけど。
Let's try going this way. In other words, toward the Aurora. From where we stand, there's no end in sight, and I have no idea where the path leads. The Aurora that crashed on an alien planet. Right. Today is just a reconnaissance mission to see if this path will actually be useful.
行き止まりじゃどうしようもないもんな。
If that happens, we'll have to figure out a plan B to somehow get out of here, get up and out.
行くか。
Let's. We begin walking toward the right. Since the hole we used to get down here is next to the Aurora, the original tunnel is our sole visual landmark as to where the Aurora is above ground.
越えたよな、これ。
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's right above us. Regardless, the underground path continues forever onward. At the very least, the well continues past the Aurora, if only underground. That's the most I can tell Kyrie about the situation. See, go towards the Aurora. Okay, see, here's the thing, right? We never talked about how thick the Aurora is, right? What if it's like a kilometer thick in every which direction? And they have to walk a long way before they can actually go up.
なんかあっけないっつうか、なんも起こんないんだな。
It's like we're going for a stroll. I'm sure folks would be up in arms hearing me say this, but the Aurora isn't actually an impenetrable shield. Even if the town within the boundaries of the Aurora were Eden, humanity was banished from that realm long ago. I can't bring myself to believe the rather unscientific notion that God will smite me for taking a step over the line dividing the town from the world. Besides, the apocalypse will be here before we know it, and we need an escape plan.
もっと先行くか？
Yeah, there must be an exit above ground at some point. We'd blasted our way into the underground path somehow, somewhere midway along the route. So, who knows how far off the exit is. If we can find it, it'll be great. But we're fucked if we can't. At least there are lights strung up to illuminate the path. Meaning we're not the first ones going this way.
どこかしらに出口はあるか。
The big question is, does it lead inside or outside the Aurora? Or both? My answer's on both.
相変わらず長えな。どれくらい歩いた？
I remember watching playthroughs of Subnautica, and they chat would bait them by saying if you don't go toward the Aurora before the explosion, you would be able to go in anywhere. Oh my god. Of course. Only about 20 minutes
景色が変わんねえから長く感じんだよな。暇だ。
The route between our dorm and the academy is roughly 20 minutes, but having walked past the Aurora, I have no clue where we are. If Kyrie wasn't here to keep me company, I'd probably start losing my mind. I wonder what we're walking under.
無理やりぶっ壊して出れたりしねえかな。
Only as a last resort. There's a chance we could accidentally bury ourselves alive.
あれ、シュウ、なんか落としてるぞ。
Drop what? I don't think I've heard anything fall. I think to myself before glancing at the ground. What is it? Oh my fucking god, it's another fucking owl. Fuck you.
それ、前にシュウが持ってきた変な絵柄の紙じゃね？
I was waiting for this shit to come back. It's a blotter. It's the blotter muse. What is it doing here of all places? I don't carry this kind of stuff around with me.
でもよ、それってやっぱここ通ったやつがいるって証拠だぜ。
Yeah, not good people. Yeah, looks like that way. Looks that way. She still has no idea what this paper is. She only sees it as garbage that someone dropped on their way somewhere. What is this road? Is it used for smuggling drugs? I guess. Maybe. Whatever this thing is, it's clearly a disturbing presence that doesn't belong here. What if they're smuggling drugs through the sewers from the outside world? Hello, Meow. Shadow is awake here with good wishes, as always, and of course, happy ice cream cake and sunglasses day. Gonna slowly wake up and continue Octopath. Alright. Thanks for the hydrate. Is there some significance to us finding it here, on this path leading to the outside world? I glance around, checking to see if there's anything else of interest. Seeing there isn't, but there isn't.
なんかそういうおとぎ話みたいのあったよな。来た道にパンくずを落としてくっていう。
I'm a big... Hang on, let me shrink myself. That didn't shrink me. That shrunk my hat. I am small. You mean Hansel and Gretel? It'd be hard to get lost on this road since it goes in one direction. I don't think it was intentional, but I keep that to myself. As a myriad of possibilities run through my mind, we continue walking for another 20 minutes.
Oi, Shoo!
Did you find something else? I've been keeping my attention focused on the ground around my feet for more muse blotters, but hadn't found anything else of interest. But Kyrie isn't pointing down.
これ、登れるぞ。
Oh my god. I look in the direction she's pointing. Pushed up against the wall is a ladder. Huh? It leads up.
上には蓋みたいなんついてる。ビンゴじゃね？
I'd been so focused on looking for forgotten objects that I'd forgotten why we were here to begin with. I'm a little flustered to suddenly come face to face with the exact thing we'd been looking for. We should be able to reach the manhole-esque opening via the ladder. Assuming this is a genuine sewer system, The manhole cover being here makes sense. Now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing any manhole covers anywhere in town. We glanced at each other, silently asking what now. It looks like the tunnel Kyrie originally dug to escape really did lead out of town.
今何時だっけ？
Just about 3 in the afternoon. Have they been walking for 3 hours? Since it's the weekend, we stuck into the sewers earlier than usual to give us more time. We can't stay here. We can stay here a bit longer before heading back, and still be in time for dinner. So they did walk for 3 hours.
なんかこうそのものズバリを発見できるとは思わなかったな。
Me neither. Do you remember the game Octageddon? No. I'd assumed we'd run into one problem or another while down here, but seeing this ladder makes me feel as if our end goal might actually be in reach. And yet, we still don't have answers to the most crucial mystery of all. For what reason is the town decimated? Who's behind this entire mess? I know it's the Blotter guys or whatever. And who is trying to stop me from stopping it? If we leave here, I'm not entirely sure we'll be able to get back. I'm completely clueless on a variety of topics, but at the very least, we have an actual escape route in case of an emergency. With only a few days left, there's no way I'm giving up now.
この上にシュウが生きてきた世界があんのかな？
Could be. None of these sewers look familiar, although I can't rule out the possibility I came in through here.
こっから先は誰も行ったことがないタブーだ。クリスマスの日、もし上映が成功したら一緒に出ような。
Kyrie. There's no hint of malice behind her smile as she turns to look at me. It's clear she has no doubts about what she wants in life. Her freedom.
私はシュウが生きてきた世界が見たいんだ。
Okay, well, at least go up the man cover first. Alright, manhole cover, right? Make sure it's actually the world that Shu came from, aka the outside world. And we're not still under the Aurora. And this just leads into the Aurora. And so we begin our final prep for that day. They're edging me until the end. Of course they are. I'm being edged. Christmas Eve. Jesus Christ. Discord just chatting. What did you put in just chatting? Octageddon. Oh. Made by the creators of Plants vs. Zombies. Look at the price as well. 888. Right. Get it? Because octopi have 8 tentacles. That's why the price is $8.88.
ついに完成したぞ。
Later that day, Kyrie finished editing Amazing Grace. What color are you? God damn it! I need to remember that. Hang on. Amazing Grace. What color is your attribute? Yeah, that. Finish Amazing Grace into one single and complete roll of film.
やっとだね。もう間に合わないかと思った。
Clearly, you have no hope in Kyrie.
あ
we ultimately didn't try servicing from the underground sewers. Partly because the manhole cover blocking our way out requires far more manpower than we had between us. But we also want to avoid any accidents leading up to the festival. Oh, okay. Escaping is important, but so is making sure Kyrie's screening goes off perfectly.
私も自分の制作は終わってますし、あとは明日を待つだけですね。
衣装の提供も演者としての出演もしつつ制作も終えているとは。昨夜は大したものだな。
Well, she is perfect. I mean...
昨夜はできる子なのですよ。
えらいえらい。えらいぞ。助かったぞ。
シュウもお疲れ。さすが主役ってくらい出ずっぱりだったな。
I don't know about that, but I didn't have anything else to work on like everyone else. I mean, you did have the pictures to take, didn't you? Look at the screen. I could get in screenshots on Steam. Yeah, I'm seeing them. What? So what? What do you... Like... Thoughts? What do you mean thoughts? Thoughts on what? It looks like a mobile game. I mean, that makes sense. You said it was made by the same guys that made Plants vs. Zombies, so, you know, I guess I'm not surprised.
ほう、それはあれか？愛の力ってやつか？
Wrong.
もちろんそうに決まってるよ。
I mean, he's kind of right. No, it's not. You're all wrong. Listen, Shu. I think you're just I think you're just denying it because you don't want to admit to everyone that you're a masochist for Kyrie, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Well, the original creators of Plants vs. Zombies, to be exact. Yeah, and Plants vs. Zombies is a perfect mobile game. Just because it was on PC as well. I can't help but feel embarrassed about the teasing, even though our relationship is public knowledge.
キリエ先輩に愛想を尽かした際は、かわいい後輩咲夜子が代わりにいますからね。
Fuck you. I already said, I'll get to you eventually, alright?
ダメだダメだ。愛の力に決まってるだろ。シュウと私の絆は誰にもちぎれねえんだ。でも変な感じ。映画の中じゃシュウと結ばれるのは琴葉さんなのに。
よりによって映画に出てないキリエだもんな。二人は何がきっかけだったんだ？
まずこう私が壁ドンして。
No, don't show them. Just telling the story is fine. Just telling the story is fine. Of course, you should tell them exactly what happened.
私の大人の女としての魅力にシュウもイチコロだったってわけよ。
I don't think it was the feminine charms, it was the masculine charms, alright? He's into femboys, what can I say? He's just like me for real. Never mind.
大人の女？
んだよその目は。
That's probably the part she fudged the most. Since everyone's here, why don't we have a private showing?
試写会ってなんだ？
It's when you screen a film for a test audience ahead of the actual release.
おお、それもいいな。けどよ、明日にならないとでかいスクリーンが借りられないから。
Stop projecting. What do you mean projecting? He literally fell in love with her when she was acting the most masculine, okay? So, the most tomboy-ish, okay? Stop projecting your femboy fantasies on Shu. I'm not. It's tomboys that I'm into, not femboys. There's a difference. Alright? Tomboys are exclusively women who have... what do you mean, sure? Fuck you. Kiria wants to make sure we have the most optimal setup for viewing a movie.
だから明日の最終上映をみんなで見ようぜ。最高の敵になってるから。
Not like you're secretly a femboy yourself. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not the one who said Masora was kind of cute and is activating something in me. Alright, that was you. I said it in secret. What?
それもいいかもね。最後は私たちもお客さんってことで。
A true work of art that we've all contributed toward over the past 20 days. Not, or I want to fuck another femboy. That's your thoughts. That is not my thoughts, okay? We all acted in our respective roles toward a singular goal under Kirie's directional guidance. And during that time, despite the difficulties we encountered, I fell in love with Kirie, and we became a couple. I can't wait to see the look on Yune's face when I tell her. I can say without a shred of doubt that this Christmas is the most meaningful to me. You know, until we get to a different route. Want to get in another ass and the other way. What? That's why I can't stand back and let things fall to pieces. Yune, Kirie, I won't let you down. I'll make sure we survive past tomorrow. And we'll finally break free from the Aurora's oppressive restraints.
よーし、このまま前夜祭で打ち上げだぜ。
お、そろそろ準備が始まる頃か。行きましょう、ギド先輩。
おう、久しぶりにワインでも飲むか。
私たちも行きましょう、ヨネ先輩。オッケー。それじゃあ、シュウくんも。
I'm coming. Oh boy, it's Christmas. You want to get... Oh, didn't you also say... What? In your hentai, damn, you are hardcore. What do you mean? Listen, I only said that for Futa, alright? It's different. Fuck you, what are you making me say? Christmas Day is once again finally here. Christ's birth, the culture festival, and end of times. This is the day that decides our fate. I've done everything I can for now. All that's left is to pray that underground passage leads us in the right direction. Yeah, I hope to. I peek out the window toward the front gate. With the Culture Festival in full swing, it's packed with folks going to and from the academy. There are so many unfamiliar uniforms, most likely from the Civetta school Kirie attended, as well as Sheik.
先輩。
Oh, Sakuya.
お昼の時間ですよ。
Wow, I guess you're right. I glance at my watch to see it's already noon. You didn't hear that. Noon on the dot. I didn't bump my mic or anything. As if to announce it. The second sounding of the trumpets. Nothing happened yet. You like entering a penhole and the other way around in your... No, I don't want it the other way around, okay? Each tick of the clock brings us ever closer to our fate. After enjoying a delicious lunch with Sakuya, Kotaha, and Giro, I return to the academy immediately, heading to the 4th atelier, where Kyrie is. My VOD has been ruined by Dexter. Kyrie, Kotaha's here too. Dexter, stop talking.
や、シュウ君。
おうシュウ、そっちはどうだった？
Pretty well, actually. Mostly due to my status as resident freak. It's technically my first ever photo exhibit, but I've gone through the motions so many times at this point that there's nothing special about it anymore. Since I decided to focus so much on helping with Kyrie's movie, I didn't do anything special. How are you doing? Getting butts and seats?
満員御礼だ。今も2回目の上映が終わってやっと全員はけたところだよ。
I've seen Koto Rangers countless times at this point, but this will be the first time I see this film. I was worried no one would like it, but thankfully, it seems like my fears were unfounded.
シュウ君の評判もいいから心配しなくていいよ。
Really? To tell you the truth, it's been eating at me all day.
シュウもやっぱ有名人だからよ。話題性はあったぜ。
It sounds painful as hell to the other guy. There's no other guy, alright? It's a Fuda. Shut up! Kotaha had been the sole actor in Koto Rangers, which was fine, but being the lead actor in this film meant I'm the one on screen the most. I was primarily worried that if the film bombed, I'd be the one taking the brunt of the criticism.
で、次はいよいよ最終上映だな。
Is everyone coming?
ユネも発表の時間をずらして来てくれるみたいだ。みんなやっぱり見逃せないよね。
I'm talking male x male. Yeah, well, I don't want male x male, alright? I want male on Futa. Of course, we'll still be able to watch it after the festival is over. But there's communal excitement. Yeah, communal excitement around wanting to see the premiere.
やっほー。噂をすればだね。
来たぞ。俺の評判はどうだ？ファンがついたか？
So you would put your ding in the hole of a Fuda stick? This is what you were saying, essentially? Yeah? Shut up! What does this have anything to do with the visual novel, alright?
昨夜子に振られるたび爆発して吹き飛ぶ幼児の姿に感動の嵐だ。
See? What you're you see, it's fucking with the audio now.
みんなかわいそうって嘆いてたね。
ただの同情じゃないですか。
はーい。噂のさくやこちゃんです。
Hopefully for the good of your soul, they'll skip that part. Yeah.
少し早く着きすぎたかと思ったが揃っているな。
After the actors are arriving, one after the other. All the actors are arriving one after the other.
ちょうどいいや。必須のセッティングとか手伝ってくれよ。
Sure. With that, we eagerly await the final screening of Amazing Grace. Finally, it's time.
ではこれより私キリエの制作映画アメイジング・グレイスの最終上映を始めるぞ。
The people who fishing for drama probably won't, but if they were here, they probably would have done so already. True. See, people on Twitter wouldn't watch me No one does.
今日来てくれたお前ら、心から楽しんでくれよな。
It's 5 in the afternoon, and with an audience of about 2 classrooms worth of students, the film starts rolling. Kotaha, I love you.
ごめんなさい。
No!
そうして青年衆の一世一代をかけた告白は見事に玉砕してしまったのでした。
This is going to be unhinged. Seeing that first confession really takes me back. It's only been 2 weeks since we shot that scene, but it honestly felt like forever ago. There's a chance I perceived time the same way Young Shu did while portraying him. I recognize the scene.
いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。おいしいスイーツ屋さんだよ。
すみません。ジェラート4個とシュークリーム5個とエクレア3つください。
Kiria really wanted Sakuya to play into the sweets, sugar tooth persona. It's the scene where Sakuyako goes on a dessert shopping spree. The amount is truly staggering.
サクヤは食いしん坊だな。
人に勝手にキャラ付けしておいて。我は悪魔ユネである。お主の望むものを何でも与えるのである。
The fucking
教えるのである。
the fucking Aru, man. What I want more than anything is for Kotaha to return my love. Next up, the protagonist with Yune the demon. Young Shu wishes for Kotaha to fall in love with him and makes a deal with the demon.
お主に聖なる奇跡を授けよう。
She didn't say Aru. That's different. Just shut up. But it's cute, man. What sort of miracle?
クックック。それ、悪魔パワー全開。デビルデビルデビルデビル。
Bippity boppity boop. What? This is when Shu is first granted the power of time travel, blind to the inherent danger of making deals with demons. Kota, will you go out with me? It's this scene. It's definitely the jock scene. And as far as I know, Kotaha and I are the only ones who know anything about it.
シュウが琴葉さんに壁ドンしてる。こんなシーンあったんですね。
イケイケなシュウ。
This is so embarrassing. This was also immediately after I fell hard for Kyrie, so I don't really remember filming it. As I watched the screen, trying my best to suppress the urge to look away. Man, fuck these errors. No. Oh shit. I forgot that it. Oh shit, man. Oh no. How much do I have to skip through? What did you do? I clicked no for the error thing instead of yes, man.
キャベツソフト。
Where is it? There it is.
アメイジンググレース。
Ah! Shut up. God. Oh no. Oh no. Good job. Shut up. Alright. How do I do this? Okay. Thank fuck. Hang on.
まだ青年衆に
If
は
I could
解決すべき
if I could skip it, that means that there's autosaves. There's not autosaves. I hate everything. Wait.
悪魔に奇跡を授か
No.
った主はその引き換えになるものを求め
Me,
ら
me,
れる
me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Fuck! Make sure it's just red. Don't worry, it's... We're close, at least. Hang on, let me see. Yes. Here is the scene.
シュウが琴葉さんに壁
So,
イケイケな
just
シュー
and this time, I will click yes. Just need to find where my mouse is. We didn't go through that much, did we? You're right. There was an entire section of I can press enter. What's Yuji's voice sound like again? Hang on. You know what? I'll do it in Yuji's voice. He is a guy, so
よろしくあれいくつもし
yoroshiku.
かして同い年
Yeah, he's a bit. How could you, Sakayoko, gallivanting with that knave in front of your very own betrothed? Why do I? No, I'm not doing that again. Uh-oh. No! I should try to do Sakuya's voice.
アメイジンググレイス
Amazing Gudesu. This has nothing to do with you, Yuji. I'm not even trying to do a high-pitched voice for her. The scene with Yuji and Sakuyako.
このシーンは私も知らないな
No, man! I don't... Click Kyrie in the character sound selection. Fuck off! Shu is the only man who makes my heart race with joy. You're nothing but a sissy! Why? Why is... How could you? You'll pay for this! As soon as Sakuyako turns Yuji down, there's a huge explosion right behind him.
くそー2年連続でこんな役回りだ
At the very least, you're killing it. Whether due to the obvious punchline of or Yuji's passionate performance, the audience burst into laughter. Please, don't have any more errors, man. Whether it fits the tone of the film or not, his acting seems to reach the audience on an emotional level. Suddenly, it's nighttime. Just as I wonder what the scene is about, Yune suddenly appears with a suspicious cackle. Please don't make me do Yune's voice. Thank God.
あのシュウという青年は悪魔パワーを存分に活用しているであるな
I knew it. Click here in the character sound selection. Fuck off. Why? You've heard it billions of times.
アメイジ
This seems to be Yune's big monologue. It stands to reason that I wouldn't recognize it.
これでもう6回目のやり直しくくくすべてを知った時がさぞ楽しみである
This is where the audience alone finds out Yune is actually the villain of the film. It heightens the suspense for the final act.
どうしたんだいシュウくんこんなところに呼び出して
After many heartbreaks, we finally get to Shu's 11th confession. This is the one that goes right for the change 40 minutes into the film. That goes right for a change. Here.
これはなんて素敵なオブジェ。
I made this for you.
私のために嬉しい。
The two get together as the film winds down toward the happily ever after ending.
まさかキスシーン。
It got cut.
当然だ。
Yeah, but it almost got filmed. And so the two of us remain locked in an embrace. This leads directly to the final scene we shot later on. I'm finally together with Kotaha. My prayers have been answered. After having his feelings reciprocated, young Shu, full of joy, goes to visit the chapel. Conveniently forgetting that it was not God who saved him, but the devil himself. You mean herself?
あはーん。
It can't be. Which Yune?
くっくっく。うまくいったであるか？
Yes, and all thanks to you, I was finally able to win her over on my 11th confession.
ふふ。それは良かったのである。
Demon Yune congratulates Shu. But behind her smile lurks an unthinkable scheme. What are you doing here? Today of all days.
くっくっく。満足するのは結構であるが、我はまだ何時から対価をいただいてないである。
Payment?
そうである。何の対価も支払わず時間を巻き戻すなんて虫が良すぎるである。
I relived the same time loop 10 times, and how the devil has come for her due. Young Shu, still clueless to what Yune means, remains silent. What sort of payment? Like money?
お金ではないである。我がいただくのは
What I really want is your dick. I mean, your soul. As she waves his suggestion away, her lips curl into an evil smile.
そなたが最も大事にしているものである。
Something I cherish. You can't mean... This is the moment when Shu realizes the true implications of dealing with demons.
そなたが大事にしているのは、ふむ、琴葉という女だな。
Of course, the demon would arrive at that conclusion. Please, wait. Wachune, she's the love of my life. Who only became mine because of your powers. You can't take her from me.
何を嘆くであるか。お主の望みは叶えられたはずである。
My wish? You can't mean...
告白を成功させたいと、そう願っていたであるな。
That's not fair.
だから我のデビルパワーで成功させてやったのである。感謝してほしいところであるな。
This is why you have to be more specific. Exactly. According to the witch Yune, young Shu's wish has indeed come true. Thanks to her, the deal is done, and thus Shu must pay his part. Like, you need to make sure your wish is specific so that you can avoid loopholes, alright? Like this one.
くく。では、この女はいただいていくである。シューク
What the? Wait, what the fuck did my voice do? Kotoha! With the witch threatening to take away his beloved, Shu faces his greatest challenge yet. Suddenly,
待ちなさい悪魔よ。その人を離したまえ。
who are you? Out of nowhere, who should appear but the man young Shu helped, Gido the Traveler.
何なのだお主は。である。これでも食らうのである。デビルボンバー。
Shu's true lover, Gido the Traveler. Witch Yune uses her devilish magic powers to cause the ground under Gido's feet to explode. However,
私にこのような術は効かない。静まりなさい。
a halo of light suddenly shines forth from behind him, brightly illuminating their surroundings. For the record, this effect was created by the film crew holding up a giant mirror in the background. Oh my god. Who are you?
何を隠そう。私の正体は天使。あなたの清らかさを確かめるため、あの時は旅人に扮していたのです。
And I will continue to disguise myself as a simple traveler because we ran out of budget, so we don't have a costume to put Gido in. Make it as specific as possible. Oh, I've already read that.
悪魔ユネ。あなたの好きにはさせません。
What in the hell? This is ridiculous. Those are the reactions coming from the various characters on screen. The folks in the audience unaware of the story's true ending share similar sentiments.
ギドー先輩、意外と重要な役どころだったんすね。
Of course he did.
天使。まさにぴったりな役目だ。
Okay, yeah, that's a bit narcissistic.
いや、全然。
Or no, narcissistic.
旅人のシーンもちゃんと伏線になってるってわけだ。
Kinda. Well, yeah. It does emulate the Good Samaritan story in the Bible, so I guess it kind of does. Shu had been deemed to have a kind heart by the angel Gido without realizing it. This is where Gido becomes the unexpected hero. The plot is a basic one of good versus evil.
デビルパンチ、デビルナックル。
効かないと言っているでしょう。
Angel Gido deftly dodges Yune's clumsy footwork.
シュウさん、コトハさん、二人の愛の力を貸してください。共にこの悪魔を追い払うのです。
Fuck off with this power of love bullshit, man.
わかった。
You could do it, Angel Gido. Angel Gido manages to turn the power of our love into energy, the details of which are left up to the imagination of the audience. We ran out of budget, you know how it is.
みなぎってきました。
くー、なんだこの力は。である。
With the three of us working together, the story heads into its emotional apex.
荒野へ帰りなさい。悪魔よ。
うわー。
The angel Gido's holy light envelops Witch Yune, swallowing her whole. Following the luminescent performance, which required a lot of mirrors, were suddenly in wide open space, the courtyard.
苦しいのである。
まだ息があるとは。おとなしく帰れば見過ごしてあげます。
このままおとなしく帰るくらいなら。ここからがラストシーンですか？
そうだ、刮目してみろ。
Once Shu and Kotoha are together, the film changes to a story about angels fighting demons. How did it get to this point? Who knows? The witch Yune, weakened by holy power, draws upon her last reserves of strength.
まずいですね。自爆する気です。
She's going to what?
ふんみんな消し飛べばいいのである。あと5秒でここはコッパみじんである。
Yeah, but like, could you blow me instead? I mean, could you,
逃げるのです、人よ。悪魔はあれにて二度とあなた方の前には現れないはず。
Kotaha, this way.
でもオブジェが。
As Shu and Kotaha turned to run, the two turned their attention to the bizarre object in their hands. Toss it. It'll just weigh us down otherwise. It's fine. I can make you another one far better than and more magnificent.
シュウ
Shu smiles at Kotaha warmly as they let go of the statue that brought them together. Are the mirrors actually in the films? I mean, no, I don't know. Their reflections are, at least. I thought the statue was small. It's heavy enough to weigh them down, apparently. That moment represents our final parting of the ways with the demon, parting of ways with the demonic power borrowed from the witch. This is the director's way of saying how, even after its destruction, love can be nurtured and regrown. Ba-boom! Caught in the blindingly bright explosion. The statue, with the head of a human and the body of a winged serpent, which for reasons unknown is holding a tube of toilet paper, is smashed into smithereens.
シュウ君の作ってくれたオブジェが。
Kyrie had been able to go all out since there were no actors to get hurt during filming, and the product of her efforts looks even more realistic on screen. Kyrie's work of art. While technically speaking, I'm the one who made that statue, Kyrie is the one who crafted the prop. What? I remember her telling me how it was a key item to the plot of the film.
だからいいんだよ。手が込んでるほど見てるやつには伝わるし、それはきっと映画を良くする。
The statue had a fucking bomb in it, didn't it?
映画っていう記録に残るんだから問題ない。作るのも壊すのも同じくらい大事ってこと。
And now, the human head, the serpentine torso, and those wings are flying toward the air in pieces. Oh. Suddenly, in that moment, I caught a glimpse of of beauty behind it. This must be what she loves about scenes like this one. There is an emptiness in her heart akin to the pile of smoking rubble that remains of her efforts, and yet, within that emotion blossoms a glimmer of hope. Although impossible for me to view this act of destruction as beautiful, there is a part of me that sees the beauty in a withered flower petal.
シュウ君、これ。
I mean, the cycle of life and death is essentially the cycle of creation and destruction. I mean, yeah. After the witch has been disposed of and the smoke clears, she crouches and picks up a shard from the wreckage off the ground.
翼が。
I can use it to make something brand new. I am free to create as many as I want.
その通りです。それが分かっていれば、あなたたちにもきっと本当のアメイジング・グレイスが生み出せるでしょう。
That's when Shu learns the true meaning behind the miracle known as Amazing Grace. What color is your attribute? I mean, it is not something given to us, but something born from within.
この映画を見てくださった皆さんにも奇跡の傑作が訪れますように。
You know, make sure it happens before the world gets destroyed, though. That is the message Kyrie hopes her audience takes from her film. You know, it isn't really a poignant message when it's literally told to you. But at some point, even the cycle breaks eventually. Agree or disagree? I mean, yeah. After like trillions of years, the last black hole is going to die out, and then the universe will just be a husk of its former self. While many amazing props were completely decimated during the making of her movie, the important thing with her was her freedom in crafting them. And with those parting words from Guido, the curtain closes on our film, Amazing Grace. As the atelier is once again filled with light, the audience begins applauding. Is it actually over?
こうして見ると長かったね、結構。
So it isn't a cycle, it's a timeline / timer to nothingness. Kinda, yeah.
最後はなんかいい感じの雰囲気で締まってたし、なかなかなんじゃねえか。
The fruits of our 20 intensive days of labor have finally come to a close. As I applaud heartily, I feel a mix of both joy and loss inside myself. The sound initially scattered here and there quickly turns into a roar that engulfs the room.
いやー、満員御礼。最後まで見てくれてサンキューな。
The director strides in front of the screen, beaming proudly as she greets the audience.
つうわけで、アレイヤ賞の投票は私たちの映画にぜひよろしく。それと次の作品はイースター展までに撮影するつもりだ。
He looks so happy. Kyrie, who is usually pretty cheerful, seems more pleased than ever. He really does love making movies. For someone living in a town surrounded by painters, it definitely sets her apart from the crowd. Yet her passion toward her craft is second to none.
いやー、お前らもお疲れ。なかなかの出来だったろ。
俺が目立っていてよかったぞ。
帰っていったお客さんたちの評判も良さそうでした。
狙えるかもしれないね、アレイヤ賞。誰めよ、こんだけみんなで頑張ったんだから、ことねえにだって負けねえかんな。
Although there are aspects of the story and the acting that doesn't quite meet the standards of so-called real films, objectively speaking, I think she did an amazing job with her limited resources and tech. More importantly, the actors took the challenge of the story and ran with it, their enthusiasm clearly evident in their performance.
この撮影の後、しばらくデアールが抜けなかったし、ユネも思ったよりちゃんと演技してくれて助かったぜ。こき使って悪かったな。
You sure she did good? Because she kept saying Aru. So by that logic, who cares if you want to leave the Earth, right? Sure, you could say that. Fucking nihilism at its finest. Yeah.
本当だよ、もう。
Starting production as a simple supporting character, she somehow ended up as a part of the main cast in an important role. The story wouldn't have been possible without her.
もう6時を過ぎちゃったね。みんなはこの後どうする？
We only have 2 hours before the 6th sounding of the trumpets and the impending earthquakes. Even those only foreshadow what'll come after the 7th sounding. Time is running out.
俺は持ち場へ戻ろう。片付けなどもあるしな。
私もです。
それじゃあ高野祭の時にまた集合しない？
俺もそれで OK。
Everyone gets ready to scatter in different directions. If we all meet at the tree for the party, that'll be perfect. Let's say we'll meet at the Christmas tree around, say, 8,
大丈夫。
with everyone in one spot. I can easily herd them toward the underground passage. The entrance isn't that far from the tree, meaning I'll have plenty of time to evacuate everyone after the first omen strikes.
それじゃあまた2時間後にツリー前で。
Thus, everyone calmly makes their way to their respective displays, leaving Kyrie and me alone in the second atelier.
ありがとな、シュウ。
Huh? What for?
そりゃいろいろだよ。シュウがいなかったら完成どころか映画撮ることもできなかったし。
The feeling's mutual. Without you, I wouldn't be in a relationship with her if she didn't exist. What a weird way to look at it. Nah, who would have guessed? If she hadn't asked me to make her a part of her film, I'd never have had the opportunity to fall in love with such a sweet person. Plus, there's no denying my entire escape plan only exists because of her.
俺だってなんだ？
Never mind. It's not important.
なんだよ、もう。
She showered me in so much happiness during our time together. But I'm too shy to put my feelings into words.
この後はあれだよな。森まで行くんだよな。
Yeah, we don't have much time left.
にしても本当なのかよ。その週末の時っていうのは。
The trumpets will sound for the 6th time at 8. The ground will shake almost immediately after, causing Main Street to erupt into chaos.
おお、まるで預言者様だな。
Sorry, I don't have time to explain. I just need you to please believe me. Kyrie is so cute when she blushes. But isn't that all of them? Please believe me, she scoffs in response to my words.
バカにすんなよ。私は最初に会った時からずっとシュウのこと信じてるっつうの。
Sure about that? I guess you're right. This feeling of love. She'd wanted my help without knowing a thing about who I was. Even after realizing I was an outsider, she never treated me any differently. The person I've become is in large part due to her always needing me as an actor, a friend, and a partner. Let's go, Kyrie. Oh, and don't forget your movie.
Oh yeah!
We have to take something valuable with us, so that if things go horribly wrong, it'll be safe. It'll stay safe. It's all we can do as we prepare for the apocalypse.
ねえねえ聞いた？お馬さんたちが大通りから逃げ出したって。
Don't worry about that.
ああ、らしいな。被害が出ないといいけど。
The sex apocalypse. Okay. Is that a thing? I don't know. This... No, in this VN, just Kyrie. Okay.
すげえな。ぴしゃりだ。どういうこと？
That was a bit quiet.
いやよ、 シュウがそのこと予言してたから。
シュウがやったってこと？
No. No, that's not what she's saying. Look, I'll explain later. Our actions from here on out are very important. I want to explain what our plan of action is, but where are the others?
琴葉さんは遅れるから先に始めててほしいって。
義堂先輩もそう言ってたな。片付けに時間食ってるらしい。
And Sakuya?
誰も聞いてねえみたいだな。
What could she be possibly doing? She's probably still cleaning up as well, but we don't have time to get back to the academy. Since we're just waiting around anyway, I might as well use this time to explain. I tell Yune and Yuji about our escape tunnel and the underground passageway.
穴？地下道？なんか突然すぎてよくわかんねえんだけど。
Alright, so usually in cities we have this thing called a sewage system, and what a sewage system is, it's a place where all of the water that is used is goes through, and you know, I want to lollipop Kirie's. Shut up.
簡単に言うとな、幼児はこれからオーロラの外に出る。
なんだ、そんなことか。
私も幼児と同じ状態なんだけど、まだ話の趣旨が飲み込めないっていうか。
私も詳しくは知らねえけど、危ねえんだとよ。このままここにいたら。
でもよ、オーロラの外に出るなんて。
The people like Yune and Yuji, who've lived their lives in this town, the concept of crossing the Aurora is almost unthinkable. However, it shouldn't be impossible to change the taboo concept of the Aurora that's been drilled into their heads. Just tell them I brainwashed you. If I'm wrong and nothing happens, you can always come back.
そうなのか？なんかなおさらわかんなくなった気もするけど。
If nothing happens, it sounds great, but the truth is, deep down, I know that's not possible. That's why I'm trying to appeal to them, using emotions instead of reason.
シュウとキリエはその準備をしてたってこと？
Well, we stumbled on the tunnel by accident, but despite it being underground, it's extremely well maintained.
キリエまで珍しくマジっぽいから乗っとくけどよ。高野菜してる他の奴らとかはどうすんだ？
I'll say something once things start getting chaotic. There's no point now since no one will believe me. Yet somehow, I was able to sway Yune and Yuji. I'm grateful they were so easy to get on board despite how crazy it sounds. All I want right now is to get everyone out of here as quickly as possible.
もしかしてシュウたちはもうその道っていうのを使って外に？
No, technically not, because they weren't strong enough to pop the manhole cover off. You get what I did, right? No, I do not want. No, shut up. No, we didn't get that far yet.
おいおい、大丈夫かよ。
大丈夫かどうかはわかんねえけど、このままここにいるのは危険らしいんだ。つべこべ言わずについてきな。
強引だぜ。
It's true that we have no guarantee the passageway will actually lead us out. However, right now, it's the only hope we have left to cling to.
もうすぐ20時30分だけど。
昨夜も琴音も喜怒も来ねえ。いつまでちんたらやってんだあいつら。
They're always MIA. Every fucking timeline. Every fucking loop. I mean, she says in her usual foul-mouthed way, but the situation we're facing is no laughing matter. I have no idea what's keeping them, but at this rate, they might be trapped in the school forever. Something I've experienced firsthand. What I'd give for a cell phone right now. The thought has crossed my mind countless times before, but right now my desperation is palpable.
33分になった。
We can't wait any longer. Let me show you the way. With that said, we escort Yune and Yuji to the entrance of our hidden tunnel.
ここの茂みをどけると、あらびっくり、バベルホールのお出ましだ。
でかー。こんなの落っこちたら怪我じゃ済まなくない？
Don't worry, I don't like a few people jump down there. You like lollipopping cherries, right? Fuck off. Shut up, Dexter. I shouldn't read these. The threat of a man-faced, man-eating hornet successfully kept everyone away.
つか、こっちの不格好な建物はなんだよ。
Not ugly, it's a red herring.
それはフェイクだ。気にすんな。
A decoy. Somehow we managed to get both Yune and Yuji safely to the tunnel. Nothing seems to be blocking the opening, so we should be able to reach the exit with no problem. Turn right here and then walk straight for 20 minutes.
じゃあ、シュウたちは後から来るんだよね。
Yeah, so please just go on ahead. This entire passageway is safe.
なんもなかったら週のおごり。しっかり聞いたからな。
あ、それとシュ、あれ立てないと。
Oh, right. Up we go. We had hidden a gigantic wooden sign nearby, which I now set up right next to the hole. It's pretty basic, with a downward arrow drawn to it. It's just an arrow pointed down with the title, Secret Tunnel, Do Not Enter. I cannot believe you said that. It was such an easy bait. Shut up.
なんだよこれ。
Pay me $41 again. I mean, it's hard to miss. We designed it to help others escape.
地下道の中にも一応矢印シールを貼ってるからその通り進めよな。
It's a straight shot to the exit, so there's no way you can get lost. Be safe. With that, we send the two of them off. We return to the Christmas tree, but there's still no one there. No matter how long we wait, I don't spot any of their faces among the crowd around us.
今は
9:59. It's almost time. Everything starts with the explosion at the Civetta school. The seventh sounding of the trumpets starts it all. What should we do? Keep waiting? If all hell breaks loose, I have no idea if the three of them will be able to make it here. They very well might get caught up in the chaos along the way.
もしかして今のが
That was the explosion. I can't just abandon them. I'm going to check out Main Street. Kyrie, I needed to go on ahead.
あ、おい
I know you'll just follow me anyway, huh?
足りめえだバカ野郎。週一人放っていけるかっての。
In that moment, I'm grateful for her harsh words. As usual, Main Street is chaos, with students running around, confused by the odd situation. Everyone, come this way. There's an underground passage where you'll be safe. This kind of situation easily leads itself into pandemonium, which is why I figure everyone will listen to me if I tell them what to do. I don't want anyone to get hurt, no matter who they are, which is why I'm working to save everyone.
これ使え、シュ。
Except the people who are already caught in the explosion. What's this? I take something from Kyrie. Is it a megaphone? It's the megaphone she's always carrying around. I told you.
あんまいいもんじゃないけどよ。疲れたら私が代わるから。
Kyrie, thank you. As we continue searching for Sakuya, Kotoha, and Gito, we guide everyone toward our tunnel. Yep, everything's ablaze. Sveta, the academy, the shopping district, and then finally, the dorms. That's how it usually goes. Unfortunately, there's no time to swing by St. Aria. All we can do is wait for Kotoha and the others to appear.
おいシュ、あっち。
Huh? Hearing the urgency in her voice, we rush over to Main Street. Suddenly,
シュウ君、キリエ。
wow!
コートネー。遅いっつうの大ボケ。
ごめんごめん。それよりこれは
Something serious is happening, though. We don't know what started it. We have to go. With no time to explain, I desperately try to hurry Kotoha along to where the tunnel is. Thankfully, she follows me, but
アポカリプス。今年だったのか。
of course Kotoha knows! Why wouldn't she know? That... Of course she knows that this is gonna happen. Fuck you. She knows everything. She just died before she was able to tell us. Something bothers me about her muttered words, lost in the sea of chaos.
サクヤとギドウがまだ見つかんねえんだ。学校にいたか？
いや、二人は私より先に出て行ったよ。森の方に避難口があるらしいとかなんとか。
What? That's right. We've been telling people to go there. If Sakuya and Gito heard about it at the academy, then my attempt at herding folks in the right direction is actually working. Maybe they got caught up in something along the way. We don't have time. You have to come with me.
わかった。助かるよ。
The worst is yet to come. Once the area in front of the Christmas tree explodes, we won't be able to reach the tunnel of Babel. This is around the exact time when the bomb goes off. That bomb goes off. Luck seems to be on our side, however, as I have yet to hear the sound of an explosion coming from the woods. Which only means we have to hurry so we can make it before it happens. As we race through the town, I suddenly turn my head to glance back at Kyrie. Kyrie, is this type of thing beautiful to you? It's the first time I've ever asked her directly, but I sincerely want to know. For someone like her, whose aesthetic is destruction, is this the ultimate form of beauty? To which Kyrie replies,
思わない。
It's a firm yet simple no. Of course it is. You'd be psychotic to say yes. What the fuck are you on about?
行こうぜ、シュウ。オーロラなんか軽く飛び越えてよ。
There's a hint of finality in her smile, as if she's made up her mind about something. Her high spirits, which don't appear close to waning, are encouraging at a time like this, yet I can't help worry about her. It doesn't make sense. Seeing Kyrie the way she is right now fills me with so much joy. There's no way I could ever get tired of you. No matter how much time I spend with her, there seems to be no limit to her unseemingly kaleidoscopic personality shifts. Okay. I want to cherish each and every beautiful facet of her personality. I love her so much. Now's not the time, Shu.
外に出たっていいし、この町に戻ってきたっていい。
Let's hope this doesn't fuck with the bitrate.
私たち自身なんだから。
I also spoke over Kyrie, so... Oh well. That's her philosophy. She sticks to her view no matter what, and it's clear her grudge runs stubbornly deep.
一度ここを出られたら、私たちは自由になれる。
Let's not... Free. The word has such a beautiful ring to it. Yeah, but can we get out of this bitrate hell? Okay, well, I'm getting flashback now, so this doesn't help. Seriously? What's going on? Where's the... What? You get more in the after story. Oh, right, of course. So, what do I... Actually... So, what do I... What do I... I guess I have to go back. But, new game? Yeah, no, that's only an Isekai. So, well... I guess I'm gonna end it there. it's a bit anticlimactic, but it's to be expected, I guess. I guess we saved the town for once. Technically, we saved the people at least. So there's that. But yeah. Thanks for watching.